What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another 5 minute review, and today we're going to be reviewing the live action adaptation of The Lion King. Going to this movie, I was excited. I was excited to see the movie because I was a huge fan of the original cartoon version of The Lion King, and I figured you can't really mess up this movie because it's good. I mean, all you doing is just reanimating the animation, and it's not really a live action movie because it's just another animated remake of an animated movie. So I'm like, all you gotta do is just make the graphics look better and plug in all the same stuff. And it should be a great movie, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody else was thinking the same thing I was thinking. No, they did not do that. They hired all new cast and everything for everybody to redo the voices and everything. I'm like, cool, cool, cool. I'm sure that's not gonna be bad either. That should work out in his favor. You know, you got a uh, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Cast.
I can't think of the word, so I'm just move on. But you got all them people who come together to make this movie. Yeah, I'm sure this movie gonna work out. No, this movie was not good. It wasn't trash though, but it wasn't good because of the original movie. The original movie held way more weight. You felt more connected to the characters throughout the original movie, and the second movie, even though it was longer, I felt like it was longer, but and they added a couple
Extra parts.
into the movie. But what made it not good is because you couldn't connect with the characters like you did in the first movie. And I'm not just saying it because of as a kid I really liked the movie. I watched the movie as an adult and I watched it with my daughter, the original one, and that same connection was there with her. She felt the same thing when she was watching it as well. She got sad when Mufasa died and everything. This new movie, everything just seems so like you knew it was coming and it didn't live up to the original movie. Now, if you take the original movie out of the equation and just try to focus on this movie as a whole, like if this was the original movie, it wasn't a bad movie in my opinion. It wasn't bad. I felt like some of the songs that I feel like should have been longer, they kind of rushed through it. Like the Akuna Matata song, that song was real short, and they made it more jokey, like Simba couldn't sing or something. Like, oh, he's going for another rip or whatever. But in the original movie, they killed that song, and then he had like a little ending part that I liked on the original song, but in the new one he didn't do. And then they had a new Beyonce song on the new movie, which they could have kept that. That one, you know, you heard one Beyonce song, you heard them all. Sorry, I'm just joking, but it really wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't help the movie. That new Beyonce song didn't help the movie. Uh, I like this kind of spin on the hyenas. At the same time, I didn't like it because if you watch the original one, that's what made the hyena so fun because of all the jokes and how they was laughing so much. This one, it made it a little bit more grown, jokey, like, oh, I need my personal space and all that stuff. Like, it was kind of funnier for me a little bit, but I still like the original hyenas more. And I'm gonna stop bringing up the original for a second and just focus on the regular movie. So today I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna give it two ratings. I'm gonna give it one rating based off of if I completely never seen the original movie, and if I never seen the original movie, this movie probably would get like I want to say a six. I want to say a six. I believe a six because the movie wasn't bad. The storytelling was okay. The progression was okay. The digital acting was just okay. Like the digital look and everything, it looked okay. It wasn't like blowing me away or nothing. Some of the characters I didn't care for they designs. Like I know they were trying to make everybody look more realistic, but this is not. I mean, if you wanted to make it look realistic, you could have got some. You should have went to the jungle, got some real animals, and made them act out the part. This is still a cartoon, digital cartoon, so y'all could have made them look just as cartoony as they did in the original one. Just make it look more realistic, and a lot of things just wasn't clicking with me. Like on the part where Mufasa died, Simba was crying, and it didn't look like he was crying. It just looked like he was standing there and tears was running down his eyes. He didn't really look sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's hard to portray that in them characters because they made them look like real lions, but that's one instant where it just felt flat for me. And there's a whole bunch of other instances like that throughout the movie where it fell flat, where the momentum would build up and it would fall flat. Like the fight scenes, some of the like it's just certain little things throughout the movie that just wasn't like engaging like that. Not like the not like you would want it to be, you know what I'm saying? Coming from like a Disney movie or whatever. So with that being said, I get the without me knowing about the original, if I had to go into it like that, I give the movie a 6. Knowing the original, knowing how good the original was, how hyped up it was, how everybody loved the original movie, and this was supposed to live up to that movie, I'm gonna have to give it like a 3. I'm gonna have to give it a 3 because the original blew it out the water. I'm not going back to watch that other one. I'm gonna just keep watching the original with my daughter. And the problem is, even the new songs with the singing, they redid the songs and they didn't sound as good as the original songs. I'm sorry, it just didn't sound as good as the original songs. And I like Beyonce. I like Donald Glover. I like him. I like Beyonce. But it wasn't as good as the original to me. You know what I'm saying? And if I never seen the original one, I would have thought this movie was okay. You know what I'm saying? But seeing the original one and this, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it, Disney. This just ain't it. Just my review. If you haven't subscribed, you need to. We got a lot more content coming out. Thank you for watching. God bless. And I catch you on the next review. Peace.